This one came up very, very quickly, in a matter of hours.
We've had storms, never imagined that it would hit like it did.
New South Wales, Australia, July 3rd, 2022. Due to the most powerful flooding in the eastern part of the country, tens of thousands of people were forced to leave their homes. Over 100 people were saved. The dark forest has experienced the highest amount of rainfall in the past 30 years. In many areas of New South Wales, the amount of precipitation reached 350 millimeters. And this is almost half of the average annual rainfall in Sydney. Due to the flooding of the rivers, many bridges were closed and transport links disrupted.
Flash flooding, riverine flooding, and coastal erosion.
It's devastating. It's break your heart. The water was too quick for us.
This one came up very, very quickly, in a matter of hours. You could hear it roaring across the bridge. That was scary.
Turkey, July 1st. In the province of Artvin, the rains caused a massive landslide. Fragments of rocks fell on several trucks and literally crushed the cars. Unfortunately, there is one casualty and seriously injured people. On the same day in Poland, several people were injured as a result of the storm, which passed through most of the country. Trees were broken, roofs damaged, and basements of houses flooded as a consequence of downpours and strong winds, and hail in some places. There were power outages in more than 40,000 households. From July 1st to the 3rd, in Romania, severe storms, hail, thunderstorms, and showers passed through several regions of the country. The cities of Craiova and Slatina suffered the most. The wind tore off the roofs of houses. Traffic was disrupted due to fallen trees. The currents of water on the streets were so strong that dozens of cars were carried away directly from the parking lots. Italy, July 3rd. In the Dolomites, an avalanche of snow, ice, and stones swept along the slope, where at that time there were many tourists at a speed of about 300 kilometers per hour. Unfortunately, several people died. There are injured and missing persons. The collapse was caused by abnormal, for these places, heat. On the day of the tragedy, the temperature at the top of the Marmolada exceeded 10 degrees Celsius. The next day, a strong hurricane hit the city of Cremona. In a few minutes, it tore off the roofs of buildings and felled many trees. On July 6th, 2022, a heavy hailstorm accompanied by powerful gusts of wind hit Andorra. Icy streams rushed through the streets, sweeping away everything in their path. The hailstorm also caused significant damage to several communities in Baja Aragon in Spain. On the same day, on another continent, a powerful tornado swept through the state of Ohio in the USA, destroying many homes and buildings. Some of them were destroyed to the ground. About 50,000 people were left without electricity.
The ceiling crashed down on us and the walls started to blow out, and we were all under the table and calling our kids, seeing if they were okay and telling them we love them, because we didn't know if we would make it out. It's a miracle that I'm talking to you.
We've had storms, never imagined that it would hit like it did. This came in fast, and visibility, like you couldn't see 10 feet. The rain was coming down so hard, the wind, things from our front porch actually went around the building and are, 50 feet into the woods.
Earlier on July 1st and the 2nd, Tropical Storm Bonnie brought strong winds and heavy rainfall to Central America. The storm caused flash floods and landslides. The victims were evacuated. Casualties are reported. The storm later intensified to a Category 3 hurricane, causing large storm surges and heavy rainfall along the Mexican coast. In early July, Brazil, torrential rains and river floods forced tens of thousands of residents to flee their homes. There are casualties and missing people. The flood damaged the infrastructure. From July 3rd to the 5th, floods and landslides destroyed houses in Ecuador. There are casualties in the province of Tungurahua. More than a month's worth of precipitation fell in some places in 24 hours. Due to the damage to the water supply network, 20,000 people were left without drinking water. July 4th in Malaysia, after heavy rainfall in the state of Kedah, also experienced large-scale flooding. Overflowing rivers flooded more than 10 villages. Over 1,400 people were evacuated. The climate on the planet is changing, and now even the hottest and driest deserts are suffering from floods. On July 3rd, in the capital of Yemen, heavy rain and hail flooded the streets in the southern part of the city. A day earlier, a devastating earthquake occurred in the south of Iran. Numerous aftershocks were recorded after the main shock. Unfortunately, there are casualties and many injured. At the beginning of July 2022, the people of China again faced heightened risk due to the climate extremes. On July 2nd, Typhoon Chaba hit the coast of Guangdong province. It became the third named storm of the 2022 Pacific typhoon season and the first to make landfall in China. The storm was accompanied by wind gusts up to 99 miles per hour and brought heavy rains to the southern regions of the country, and also caused at least 3 tornadoes in different regions. In the city of Chushao, the whirlwind destroyed buildings and homes, and damaged power lines. In the cities of Jiangxing and Maoming, strong winds left more than 230,000 households without power. Off the coast of Hong Kong, the force of nature broke the engineering ship, which was at the epicenter of the typhoon. In two, more than 24 crew members are missing. Only a few people were saved. Search and rescue work continues. On the same day, a sudden downpour hit Taiwan City, Shaanxi Province. In some places, the roads were flooded to a depth of more than a meter, and a large number of cars were underwater. The summer rainy season in China is accompanied by massive floods almost every year. But increasingly, experts are saying that climate change could lead to stronger and more frequent downpours. Are people ready for such natural disasters? Will they be able to protect themselves and their families?
We pay attention to anything but preparing for the unavoidable cataclysms. Do you know what to do if your house collapses on you? Can you even be confident that you will be rescued? After all, half of the countries today don't even have early warning system for dangerous emergencies, whereas forecasting systems have proven to be inadequate. Lack of coordination and bureaucratic procedures and paperwork make it impossible to effectively save millions of lives in current consumer society.
We need to build our society on a system which is more resilient, which is better capable to withstand any change which is happening, either in climatic systems or even in socioeconomic.
Must be a single global rescue service for an emergency response, which will enable competent coordination of experts and rapid deployment of the required equipment to save billions of lives, including yours.